new here, welcome to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a review of the Viseart Editorial Brights palette. This is the box that this came in. And this is the back of the box. And I did purchase this at Beautylish. It was $80. I got this for myself for my birthday. Love Beautylish because you can do payments if you get over a certain amount, so it's pretty cool. This palette has got 12 really bright, beautiful colors. This is the front of the actual palette. It does have clear plastic on the front because this is for professional makeup artists, so they can look quickly and see what colors are in here and grab it up. This is the back of the actual palette. And then this is the palette opened up so you guys can see the colors better without a reflection on the plastic. And these colors are 2 grams each. There are a total of 24 grams. It is 12 colors, like I said. And this product is manufactured in France. And so what we're going to do today is just do some looks with this. I've actually only tested out like 2 of the colors. And I wasn't super impressed with the pigment on those 2 colors when I tested them out. But to be fair, I was doing it in a weird look, so I don't know. I wanted to give it a full review, give it a full shot, and I actually really love the first look that I came up with, which is this one. We are going to go over initial thoughts on this palette, then we're going to do swatches, and we're going to do 5 total looks, then we will go over the final review, and I will put timestamps down below for you guys who want to skip around and don't want to necessarily watch the entire video. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe to me now, please, before you forget and accidentally leave. If you think this is a channel that you're interested in subscribing to, also make sure you ring that bell so that you'll be notified when I post future content. And also, guys, if you do like this video and enjoy it, please do give me a thumbs up. Initial thoughts on this palette are that it's very, very beautiful. However, $80 is very, very pricey, guys, for an eyeshadow palette. That is $6.66 a shadow pretty much in this palette, and that's a lot higher than most of the other high-end palettes that I review. However, I have not really given this palette a shot yet. I've gotten just this one eye look out of it, which I do absolutely love. But let's keep going so that we can see if we really think this is worth $80. I really can't give my valid opinion on that yet. I can say off the bat, my feelings are that this is really high priced for an eyeshadow palette with only 12 shadows. But let's go ahead and do some looks with it and see, after we've worked with it a little bit more, what we think. If you guys want to see how I got this look and see the other 4 looks that I'm going to come up with for this video, then just keep watching. finished look number 1. I used the purple, the lighter purple, the hot pink, and the white. For this one, I'm going to come up closer and let you guys see. So that's it with look number 1. We'll be back in a few with look number 2. Using the Viseart palettes. I'll come up closer and let you guys see this one. Look really weird. Okay. on top green, blue, and violet or indigo, whatever you want to call it, on the bottom. So I hope you guys can see that. That is finished look number 3, and we'll be back in a few with look number 4. Finished look number 4. I'm gonna come up closer and let you guys get a good look. Guys, I try to switch up my lipstick, but I just can't find any lipstick colors that I like with these bright colors, so I just keep going back to the same nude lippy. But you know, the point of this is to review the eye palette, so it's okay. But I'm gonna come up closer and let you guys see. So this is my fifth and final look using the Viseart Editorial Brights palette. I'm going to come up closer and let you guys see. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, but it is a little bit different at least because I feel like I'm doing a lot of the same looks over and over again with some of these palettes. Overall, guys, my final thoughts on this palette. You know, is it worth $80? It's really not. Like, I think it's a nice palette. You know, I'm glad I have it since I was able to buy it and make payments. It is all matte, which a lot of people really like and prefer all matte. I mean, they're beautiful shades and colors. I did use every single color in this palette with these 5 looks, which I try to do so that I can tell you guys honestly about each palette. The green had a lot of powder and kickback. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if you guys can see like that lime green. It had a lot of powder. It got on my face a lot. This is a pro makeup artist palette, so I'm sure that they made the colors really buildable like that so that if they had someone extremely pale or someone with a lot darker skin tone, that they could build the colors up to get the right skin, you know, the right color for their skin tone. But for me, I just had to repeat over and over on the colors to get any kind of vibrant color out of the majority of these. Like this yellow, I just feel like it looks like a mustardy yellow. Maybe it's brighter to y'all than it is to me, but this yellow should have been really bright in my opinion because I did a cut crease, and in this palette it looks extremely bright. But on my eyes, I don't feel like it looks extremely bright. And it was the same way with most of the colors. It's just, they look really bright and fabulous in the palette, but then when I put them on, I just had to go over and over them. And with an $80 palette, I don't want to have to use, you know, a ton of the color. I mean, I literally made a dent in the green. You know, not a huge dent, but I don't want to have to go over a color in an $80 palette. That's just too expensive to use that much product to get a little color that was a little bit cheaper, because I just don't feel like these are worth $80. Just my honest review, guys. I know a lot of people feel like they are, and I know probably I'm gonna offend some people with that. You know, it's not a bad palette. I'm not dogging the palette out. I enjoyed the palette. I just don't feel like it's worth $80. I shouldn't have to go over and over my eyelid to get this to look purple. I could use my Urban Decay Electric and have purple in 5 seconds. If you want strictly mattes with bright colors, these are mattes. And, you know, they are, again, beautiful. You can create some beautiful looks from it. But you're getting 2 grams of shadow, 24 grams of eyeshadow total, $6.66 or so a shadow. So that's pretty high. I mean, that is very high. And I just don't feel like it's worth that. If I'm being honest with you guys, and I'm going to always be honest with you. You know, if this palette was like 45, 50 bucks, I might say it was more worth it. But 80... I'm sorry, I just don't think it is. You know, I don't regret buying it. Like I said, I think I created some beautiful looks with it. And I did get it on Beautylish. And if you get it on Beautylish and you buy something else with it, get it up over 100 bucks, you can usually do 3 monthly payments. And that's really nice because they go ahead and ship it to you and then just charge you the payment on the, you know, whatever day of the month that you purchased it. The colors blend together really well. Now, I will say that it probably blends better than a lot of other palettes, but I still had to go into, say if I wanted a bright, vibrant purple, I had to dip into the purple 7 or 8 times on each eye. Like, that should not happen. Like, it should not take that many goes in an $80 palette to get vibrant colors. I just don't know. I'm very disappointed, to be honest, at the pigment in these colors. So, I mean, I think that there is a reason for that, like I said. But I just think as pale as I am, a vibrant palette like this, I should not have to dip into these colors more than 2 or 3 times to get a vibrant, bright color. I don't know. That's just what I see from a swatch. Like, that's one. And that looks good on that green color. And then there's when I go with 2. I showed you guys on the swatches. It doesn't look like it's not going to be pigmented when you do the swatches. But when you're putting that on your eye with a brush and you're using some of the other colors, the red was really poorly pigmented. The yellow was really poorly pigmented. And it's different with a brush than it is. The green was a little bit more pigmented than some of the others, but it is different with a brush than it is doing the finger swatch. You guys know that, guys. $80. You know, would I pay $80 for it if I had it to do over? No, I would not. So I can't recommend that to you guys. Now, if you just have plenty of money and you don't mind dropping 80 bucks, I think it's fine. But if you really can't afford to spend $80 and you're going to be stretching yourself to get this palette, it's not worth it. Go find yourself a cheaper rainbow palette, guys. I just think there are other palettes out there that you can spend your money on and spend less money and get better payoff with the colors. So yeah, I just want to be totally honest with you guys about that. I do enjoy this palette. I'm glad that I have the palette since I was able to make payments on it. I do, you know, again, think that you can make beautiful eye looks with this. The colors are really nice and really blendable, but I just don't want to have to dip in one color 7, 8 times or more to get vibrant color. And when you look at this palette, you don't expect to have to. You know, when you look at this palette, you expect these colors to be vibrant and bright. And even when you look at the swatches, you expect these colors to be vibrant and bright, and they're just not. And so I'm just disappointed in this for $80. I just think it should be a lot better quality for 80 bucks. And yeah, so that's my thoughts on it, guys. I mean, I haven't tried any of the other Viseart palettes, so I'm not saying that Viseart formula is not good or anything like that. Just this particular palette is not pigmented enough to me for this price. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you ring that bell so that you'll be notified when I post future content, and make sure that you subscribe before you click out of here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.